folks, today we are installing some new parts on the GR Corolla, and those parts are these fender vents. Our friends over at Extreme Online Store sent us some more carbon fiber pieces, and we're going to install those today. Let me show you how. Here is the part number for the kit for these two fender vents if you would like to visit extremeonlinestore.com and order some for yourself. But full transparency, this is a sponsored video. Extreme Online Store did send these to me for free in lieu of making an installation video. They're not paying me, and I've got no obligation to lie about their products. They are genuinely nice pieces. It's some really great looking carbon fiber for what it's worth. Other than some fingerprints and smudges I just added myself, these pieces look great. The weave looks great. They've got a nice finish, and they just feel nicely made. The price point also super good. I don't remember exactly what these are listed on the website for, but they are cheaper than some other brands, so keep that in mind. Here are the pieces we installed in the last video, the hood vents for the Circuit Edition hood, and that went swimmingly well. Very easy install, and they look great. But Extreme Online Store sent us some new parts, these fender vents, and they are also in carbon fiber, as you see. They look just like the hood vents. They are real carbon fiber. You can see on the backside it's not ABS plastic with a carbon fiber coating over top or anything like that, but they are nice pieces, and we're going to put them on. But this is a very easy install. These are just held in with 4 push pin style clips, and all you've got to do is just grab onto it behind the vent. There are holes you can stick your fingers through to get a grip, and you've just got to remove with extreme prejudice. These are in there. You've got to grab and just yank the shit out of them. Exhibit A. Just pulls right out. Like I said, you've got 4 push pin clips to hold it in. You do have to swap these clips over from the old factory piece onto the new piece because those are not provided, but they just pop out of this piece and into the new piece. Easy peasy. Now, before transferring any clips, I did hold this piece up to the place where it should go just to test fitment, and I noticed a gap right here at the top, and this is sitting flush against the metal fender. So that did spark my interest, and I noticed these little tabs that the clips pop into, they could get bent when you pull that vent out, as it is kind of violent and the clips hold very well. So just be mindful of that. Those tabs can be manipulated a bit to get the proper fitment that you want for the new piece. So keep that in mind. Now we are going to go ahead and adjust this top ear that holds the top clip before we install the vent, and I'm glad that I saw that before installing, because once it's in, you have to remove it again to fix any issues like you see here. So that's just more potential for that thing to get bent, pulling and pushing and so on and so forth. Like I said, the clips hold super well, so wouldn't be super uncommon for that piece to bend a bit. So we're going to adjust it back into place where I think it should be at least, and then we'll install the new vent. There we go, and I did go ahead and bend the bottom one in just a bit too, just in case it also got deformed a little. So hopefully that will ensure a tight fitment and things will be good to go. This may have been a little worse than getting the vents out themselves. These little clips, holy cow, they are in there. Removing them from the factory piece and installing them into this piece, man, that was a bear. Quite a challenge. And here's the new piece installed. Man, I'm glad I went ahead and bent those little tabs, because it popped right in, right where it should be, and there are 0 gaps. It sits in there very nicely. Just note where those clips are on the backside and keep that as a mental note when you're pushing it in on the front side, because when you push on those 4 specific places, you'll hear a little click and you'll know that it's installed properly. Something else to mention, the Toyota factory parts have this like foam or rubber isolator on a couple sides of the part, whereas the carbon fiber piece does not. I assume that's to cut down on vibration and noise. I can't say that for sure, but the other new piece that I've installed already feels like it's in there solid. I don't feel any reason for that to exist, so I think you'll be just fine. One other thing is, you don't want to do modifications to the car that don't add to the performance, in my opinion. Visual mods are okay sometimes, but you would like for it to at least add a little bit of performance as well. And I'm not saying that these are going to add performance, these are strictly visual, but for what it's worth, these do feel a smidge lighter to me than the factory pieces. So you're cutting down a little weight, that's a plus. That's all I got. Alright, we got the clips in the second side, and man, that's awful. It really feels like they're gonna break. So just right when it gets to the point where you feel like you're gonna break it, they snap in. So cool. And just like I mentioned on the other side, now it's the bottom that looked like it had bent some. So again, just check your tabs, make sure they look okay, adjust them a little bit if you need to, and then pop the vent in. And second side is done. It's popped in there nice. I don't see any crazy gaps. Looks good and easy peasy. So again, I want to thank ExtremeOnlineStore.com. They did sponsor this video and sent out the parts for us. They did not pay us, but they did send the parts. So they're very good quality, guys. They're cheaper than the competitors from what I've seen. I did a bunch of research on them before I agreed to the sponsorship. And they send out really nice stuff. So I would have no qualms with buying this stuff, even if it weren't free. But just visit them at ExtremeOnlineStore.com and get yours too. They look great, guys. Thanks for watching.